I'm going to go over a few things that are way overrated that musicians talk about too much. Number one is going to be Fab Filter. This is probably the most popular EQ that you hear talked about on the internet, yet it pales in comparison when you use other EQs. If you're looking for a better option, go with the REQ by Waves. It models the Pultec's behavior and it sounds analog, very musical. Next up is going to be the Neumann 102 or 103. And if you're going to ask my opinion, I actually think the 102 sounds a little better than the 103, but this mic is highly overrated. A lot of people get it because the internet tells you to. Number three is going to be the foam panels. This is something that is a deep perspective for me because recently I built new panels. In fact, I'm building 8 more of these, getting rid of all the foam. These are absolutely useless. If we're going to rate them out of 10, they would get a 0. I'm talking about the triangle foam bass traps. Not good for mixing environment. Very, very overrated. Number 4 would be templates/presets, but let me elaborate. Templates could help you get started. They're just a starting point. So when I pull up my session, I have a template. It's routed to all of my analog gear, so I don't have to do it. What I don't do is lock myself into any presets or things that I have set in it. For example, if I have any EQs or compression, all of it is bypassed or set to 0, so there is nothing affecting the signal. I adjust accordingly for each mix I am in. Templates are great to get you started, especially if you have a lot of analog gear and you do a lot of routing. They are not meant for you to just drag and drop your files in, set it and leave it. It doesn't work. The times I find presets being effective is when I'm just poking around and searching for ideas, especially when it comes to effects. But 9 times out of 10, I find myself making the adjustments to fit the music I'm working on. And for number 5, let me paint a broad stroke for this one. A lot of y'all are probably thinking, if I just get that microphone, if I just get that plug-in, if I just get that compressor, my music will sound better. This is not the case, especially if you're just starting out and you don't really have it all figured out. A talented musician is going to take what they have and figure out how to squeeze the best out of it. Once you've exhausted all the resources, all of the ideas for that piece of equipment, it might be time for you to retire it and get something new. Until then, live with what you have, get as good as you possibly can before moving on. P.S. Your music is probably sounding muddy because you're mixing for the room and you don't have the proper treatment. Don't make the same mistake as me. Treat your room first before you move on to buying all this stuff. If you are liking content like this, please like, share, give me a follow. I would greatly appreciate it. Much love, y'all.